This is crazy. Even the sidewalks are packed. I guess this is Saturday in Koreatown on Golden Week. But yes, we're now in Tokyo and heading to the accommodation. If you look very carefully, that's a Fiat 2000, a 1978 to 81 model. I already had one of those back in 2014, I think. 2014, 2015. I used to own one of those. And there it goes. Same color. Same wheels, same interior. That Shake Shack right there is prime real estate. It is the only restaurant within, okay, except for that one, but that one's a higher end restaurant. It's the only somewhat reasonable restaurant within hundreds of feet. There's no convenience store around, and it's all alone on this very famous street with these trees. And every time I pass by here, it is completely packed at all times of the day. I know I said I would never have Shake Shack again after they poisoned me in October of 2022 on my way to New York. It's tempting. Unless you know, you don't understand what I just saw. But if you know, then you understand fully what we just witnessed together. I need to find out what's in this truck. These are specialty delivery trucks that open on the sides like this, and I have the full back that opens up. And usually that's done for specialty vehicles, so I need to find out what's in this truck. I do know that this area in particular, though, is very good for spotting specialty vehicles. I mean, every 10th car is a sports car of some sort. Every car here is notable to some extent. So as I was saying, every car that passes by, I mean, every red light, every green light, there's something noticeable. You know, you just had a two-door R34 GTR just casually cruising by. That's what I get for wanting an ice cream. There's a Family Mart that was over there at the corner, and I was waiting for the red light so I could see all the cars. I'm even choking trying to say this story. So I could see all the cars that passed by. Boom, red light. I run into the Family Mart to buy an ice cream because that's what individuals of culture do. I'm out of breath now. I just have to go up top of this bridge. Anyway, because I'm an individual of culture, I went to purchase an ice cream at the red light and said, there's nobody in there, there's no line, I'm gonna get out by the time the light turns green. Finally, oh, what's going on over here? I guess like a wedding or something. As I was saying, back to this incredibly important story, don't interrupt me. So, now, for some reason it's taking forever at the cash because the guy, I don't know, he's doing something on the cash register. It wasn't working out. I turn around, I look outside, I hear the V12 in the distance. Don't I just see that same Diablo SV fly by? The one moment that I took to get an ice cream. Now my stomach hurts because I ate that ice cream all crooked. Never buying another ice cream again. That's it. Ice cream is over for the rest of the trip. We still have about 2 weeks left of the trip. No more ice cream. It's finished. No more. Wow, that was a disappointment. Now I'm just on the hunt because I'm trying to basically collect whatever remnant of sightseeing in the automotive spectrum that I could get. I'm just trying to cut my losses here. So I'm standing in the middle of this boulevard over here where I have a view of both sides to try and catch something. That's how desperate we are right now. Nope, that was nothing. So that's where we're at right now. So now we're just trying to cut our losses. Hopefully we see something. I'll let you guys know, maybe. 10 or so minutes have passed since I made that last clip. So far, haven't seen anything of significance. Now, it's a red light over there. It's a red light over here. I will go down this staircase right now. And I better not, let's hurry up, in case I miss something. Does anybody else think like this, by the way, or am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I know all the car guys understand what I'm doing here. They all understand. All right, now I'm just trying to cut the loss and find something. And obviously there's nothing. Now I'm gonna turn the camera off and we're gonna see something. I knew we were gonna get something. Liberty Walk Aventador SV. I've seen him before. I've seen him years ago, and I've seen him again. Just that years ago, I saw him parked, and I saw him driving. It was the exact same one. Unless there just so happens to be two of them that share the exact same plate. But I remember that exact same plate. We got it, boys. We got it. I could hear the echoes of the V12 screaming bull in the distance. I knew he had to be back at some point. One of only 346, by the way, likely less than 10 are still being driven regularly, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is with these highly exclusive vehicles. We are now on our way back to the car store in Odaiba, the one that we saw in an earlier video that I visited. It's Saturday night. It's around 8 o'clock, maybe another 10-15 minutes before I get there. I got off at a station where I have to walk 15 minutes, but it means that I save a lot of time through... Anyways, I don't have to explain it. But anyways, hopefully we get there. We'll hang out for maybe an hour and a half until like around 9-ish, and cars should show up. We'll see. We don't know what'll show up and what wouldn't. Also, these trucks like this, a fun note that I was told from a fellow street racer in Japan, is that these sort of trucks here, the ones that have the neon, those are former street racers. So they basically know the etiquette of the road during street racing. And those are the guys who stay in the middle lane purposely with their truck so the street racers could go around them, because they used to be street racers, or they are street racers, but they're on the job. So usually the trucks with the neon, that's what I've been told, those are the guys who are in it as well. So if we see any trucks with neon, then we know what it's all about. We have now arrived, and it looks like there's traffic just to get in. There's sports car, JDM traffic, GTRs. There's at least 2 GTRs I see. There looks to be a Lancer, at least 2. The GT86s that are all over. Anyway, I'll stop talking. We'll just film. Like we got here just in time.
Yeah, never
GTR, Urus Performante, and not sure what else. Don't think we're allowed to go in here, but nonetheless, that's what we have. They'll be leaving soon, and then we'll get the clips of all of them heading out. Never seen this before in my life. Convertible. Oh, that's close. And that's that for that. We're gonna cut it there for this section. It's important to note that most of the cars that we saw tonight, they're all tours. So it's tours that what they do is they pick you up, and I explained this in another video, that they pick you up at the UDX building in Akihabara in front of Tully's Coffee. And then what they do is they take you here, you go shopping for a little bit, then they take you to Daikuku, and you stay for about an hour and a half, unless the cops kick you out. Then they go to this one street where they could take photos with the Tokyo Tower in, I think, Minato. That's where it is, just west of Ginza. And after that, they'll bring you to your hotel if it's within reasonable distance. So that's what it is. And most of those cars, they're for business. Most of them, and for some reason, there seems to be a lot of foreigners who are operating the vehicles. So I'm not sure if that's how they got their 1B visa or how they're doing it. But a lot of those cars are being driven by foreigners, as strange as that sounds. This is how one of the train stations look like at around 9 at night in an area that's not very busy. So they're half outside and half indoors. So in the snowy time, most people wait here, but if not, if it's nice outside, you could wait over here, and the train goes the whole length, usually. Good morning, everyone. As I mentioned yesterday, this morning we will head to the Cars and Coffee spot and see what we see. I just saw Ferrari SP1, probably one of the rarest cars I've ever seen in my life drive by. I have a really bad photo that I'm going to post right here. That was me walking out of the station. I seen it immediately. Also saw two 964 911s, but we'll see what else we find. I don't know what kind of car this is. I've never seen this before. Oh, Aston Martin. Oh yes, it is. Now that I see the front. wasn't for the very slow walkers in the metro, I would have got here about 15 minutes earlier, and I feel like there was more happening. But we do have next weekend as well. Hopefully the weather is like this, and I will be here both Saturday and Sunday morning to see what's going on. If you're wondering, that is most definitely not a replica, and it is the real deal. We'll check it out in a moment here, because there is two 993s, it looks like, or 1993, and we will check this out.
それであと
Looks like a Lotus 7. The owner says he purchased it 22 years ago and still has it. Very clean. Inside you can see that there is the news going, so you could be driving and watching the news. Leaving the doors up is a signature move. If you have the doors that go up, you absolutely always keep one up, it looks like, here in Japan. They have shopping bags in there, they have jewelry on the seats, a watch on the passenger seat, but it doesn't matter. The doors stay open, the top stays off, windows down sometimes. We're in Japan. You could do that. A little too quiet for my liking. Barely heard it. Not a fan. Gotta love that the 20-year-old Ferraris still make noise, and the new ones, you can't hear a thing, even though it has twice the power. seen that woman with that blue wrap AMG G63 and the 44 number plate maybe 5 times. The only street where jaywalking is prevalent and where everybody just stands in the middle of the street. It is only on this street that you could see that. Nowhere else in Tokyo do you see people standing on the street, jaywalking profusely. Nowhere else. This is the only street where I've seen this happen. Am I partaking in it? I'll only say that when I land back on Canadian soil. But you should probably know the answer by now. Absolutely not. I would never do that. Wow, that is borderline pathetic. I didn't even hear it leave. That's crazy. Oh, some real Ferraris are showing up now, 458. Very common here in Asia, the 458s. The last V8s that made noise, 2 of them, 3 of them. .58s were the last of the proper V8 Ferraris. After that, they went with the 488, and those ones were turbocharged and you can't hear them. So the 458 is truly the last one to hold the line. So let me explain to you the art of car spotting here is that these 2 green lights over there that turn here and over there that turn here happen at different times. So everybody, like myself included, just stand over here on the edge and we just wait for the green lights to come on both sides, and we just look from left to right to see what shows up. And right now it looks like the Shake Shack just opened, so others are showing up, and already there is a lineup outside. This is crazy. This Shake Shack is an insane business. This is completely wild. I spoke about this earlier in the video, but this is crazy. It is always packed, and it just opened. I think it just opened 3 minutes ago. I believe that's the F8. That one made a little bit of noise, but still way too quiet for a Ferrari that's incredibly unsatisfactory. Not a big fan at all what they're doing with these silent vehicles. Is it 1 hour that I'm here right now just car spotting on a Japanese Sunday morning in Tokyo? Absolutely. And I would do it again. And I will continue to do so until I don't feel like it. Not every day you see a Cosworth illegal in North America because no airbags, no safety features, no safety bumpers, nothing. Super light. If that Ferrari is what I think it is a very rare model. Looks like it's a 512 TR with 512M headlights, but I could be wrong on the exact variant. LaFerrari is drawing quite the crowd. Newer, more rare, and more valuable. However, those Testarossas still attract my eye a lot more. I guess it's personal choice. Looks to be another Lotus 7, unless it's the same one. And I believe I am completely wrong. I think that one is a Caterham, and the other one I saw before was a Lotus 7. I clearly don't know them very well. Alright, I think it's time to head out of here now. Gotta love all the kids running now to the corner to catch it turning. To catch both the Aventadors turning. It's good to see. The bikes are out too. Men and women, older and younger, all running to the corner. It's good. The automotive spirit is still very strong. I feel a little bit bad that they're ignoring the Testarossa, but such is the way it is. Anyway, let's head to that corner as well. Likely won't make it in time. We should be hearing the cars in the distance here once the light turns green, so we might just hear them from afar. You see, this is why you stay. This is why you commit. I am parched. I haven't drank anything all day. I've been standing around just trying to see what I could find. I think we'll call it for now. I feel redeemed from yesterday's travesty with purchasing the ice cream at Family Mart. Now we're going to go back to this Family Mart behind me and we'll purchase another ice cream to redeem ourselves after what we had just witnessed. I'll post a clip, but unfortunately the clip doesn't do the audio very well. I mean, the SVJ and the base level Aventador both had aftermarket exhausts. It is what it is. The audio, wow, look at this 911. Wow. The pre-G-type model. Wow. All right, let's go get this ice cream. Maybe we're gonna head back to that area. Maybe. We'll see. I really wanted to move, but at the same time, it is Sunday. I mean, why not? I'm here. Ice cream has been acquired. Multiple bites have been taken. We've also got a beef and egg yolk rice cake, which I'll post a photo of later. Never had that one, but I saw it for sale for the first time and I said, let's try it. And a bottle of water. About $6. Worth it, 100%. Four-seater Ferrari, well, more so of a 2+2 as they like to call it. Not too much of a big fan. That Testarossa that we saw earlier over there, not the 512TR with the 512M headlights, but the other one that we saw over there in completely stock configuration. looks to be a concourse example. It is very, very clean. Very strange. It was a foreigner driving that concourse condition Testarossa. It looked like a white Westerner. I mean, I've seen that guy around. I didn't think it was him, the owner. If I knew it was him, I would have maybe asked him a few questions. Interesting. Just when I was about to leave, an SVJ63 shows up. Stock exhaust, nonetheless, still worthy of the wait. And something else looks to be waiting to turn here. We're going to see what it is at the red. And it's just a Ferrari Roma, and it's going straight, and you can't even hear it. These new Ferraris, man, such a disappointment. All right, let's for real head out of here now. I'm out of the area now, but I hear some V12 screams. Sounds like an Aventador. Maybe he's heading here. I don't think so. We press on. You know what sounds good right now? Some pizza. I think we're gonna go find some pizza. What's this car? Fun little trick when you're in Japan. These kind of stores here, like the one behind me that I just showed, are the ones where you will find things for super cheap, whether it's water, pharmaceuticals, even just snacks like chips. Everything is much cheaper in these kind of stores. The only thing is that they're not very convenient because there's not as many. So when you buy something at the convenience store, you're paying for the convenience. But or else you could get it at those sort of stores, whatever that is, for way less. Check out that line at I'm Donut ? I'm Donut? Is that how you would say it? I'm Donut? Big line. One would assume they sell donuts. Guess it's famous. Not quite sure, but I do know for a fact that they most likely sell donuts. That was an unironically bad statement. We'll cut that. The Shibuya Sun Rockets basketball team. Never heard of them. Seems to be a big deal. Well, we continue on with our journey to find some pizza. The only problem with that is that I'm not necessarily hungry. But I just saw a photo of pizza, and I'm just craving pizza, even though I'm not hungry. So we'll have to figure that out one way or another. Now, I know that the whole morning segment may be boring to the vast majority of people who are viewing this, but look, that's what it is. That one was for the car guys. Same thing with last night. It was for the car guys. You know who you are. And if you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. You know what it's about. If ever any of you guys come here, I'll give you the spots. I mean, these are the very easy to access spots. I'm not going to any specific shows. I'm not really leaving the city or anything of the sort. I'm not going to Daikuku, where you need a car to get both in and out, or the backup spot, which is the one by the water. That's the backup spot. I haven't gone to that one. And Daikuku as of late, and I spoke to people last night too, and I overheard some tourists saying the same thing, that the cops keep cracking down, and like every hour or so they clear out the lot, so then people go elsewhere and then they'll come back, then it get cleared out again. So it seems that, you know, there's been a little bit of conflict there in that regard. Oh, can we cross over here? Thank you. Seems like there's a bit of conflict in that regard, with the whole cop situation. What a lot of people don't know is that Daikoku parking lot is a cop station attached to it, purposely because of that and because of people climbing the fence to get in, because that's not supposed to be an open parking lot. That's a rest stop in the middle of a highway between Yokohama and Tokyo. So that's what that is. And no, we're not going there, but I could throw in some footage of when I went there, some photos, what I saw. It's interesting. I definitely recommend it to go at least once, just to get a look, maybe get a ride, or book one of those tours, even if it's not with the cars. Book one of those tours where the minivan comes and pick you up. It's cheaper. They pick up like 7-8 people. They put you in one of those big vans. They bring you there for a few hours and then they bring you back. It's much cheaper than being in one of the sports cars. And you still get to see a lot of cars. And you're not cramped in one of those sports cars, because keep in mind, even the cars like the GTRs, they put 4 grown adults in that car. So it does get tight. What are we doing? Oh yes, getting pizza. We're gonna go get some pizza at Slice, which is the only place that I really found in the area that sells that style of pizza. Nice rolls right over here. Very nice. And a nice Gallardo Superleggera just drove by there in the back. I haven't been filming over 90% of the cars I've been seeing during this walk. I mean, it's nonstop. But, you know, can't get it all. Most of what I'm filming also won't make the video. That's just the way it is. I mean, or else this video is going to be way too long and it's going to be boring to most people. Anyways, we'll cut this clip. Wow. Well, that just happened. Okay. The lightning speed at which I pulled out the camera to record that could not be replicated. Heard the V12 bull in the distance, whipped out the camera just in case, and it looks like it was a good choice. See, this is a good lesson as to why you never wear AirPods, earphones, or talk on the phone, or get distracted by the phone. Well, wait for the train to pass so you can hear me. So as I was saying, this is why you never talk on the phone or get distracted, because then you can't hear the V12 bulls in the distance. And look what we have here. It's crazy. It's non-stop today. All over the place. It's non-stop. They're everywhere. Well, we're in front of the pizza place. There's also this 911 GT3 996 outside, but we're going to go grab some pizza. We ate the pizza. We had a cheese and a pepperoni slice. Post a photo up here. It's good. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's good. It's the only place really around here where you can find that. Now we're just going to head back into the inner city and see where the wind blows, and we'll follow it. This is something that I don't really see in too many places, but the infrastructure is so multi-leveled. Like right now, there's a floor below us, then there's the ground, then there's a parking garage above stores, and then there's a garden here, there's a train track, this infrastructure going over, there's another set of stairs. So there's just infrastructure being built everywhere. And now when we go up this set of stairs, there may be more. And it's just built in a very unique way everywhere, because remember, the entire place, the entire country, not just city, is built on changing altitude. The topography is not straight. You're up, you're down, you're all over. We're now going up this set of stairs here. I just had to wait for those tourists to take a photo. You know me, just trying to be respectful with everyone. Not in my own country, so just be nice. Always offer the you know what? Life lesson. Always be first to offer the respect. If you get it back, great. If you don't, you work from there. But always be the first to offer the respect. Remember, it's very hard to earn, but it's very easy to lose. And respect is like politeness. It's just a series of small inconveniences that you must maintain. That's what being respectful and being polite is. Where are we going? Well, here's another layer. I'm not quite certain where this goes. What is this building? All right, I don't know what that building is. We might not go in. We might turn back, but this is what it looks like here. All right, let's head back down. I just really wanted to go down that purple staircase. Oh, they're there taking the photos again. I guess I'm gonna come and ruin the party once more, but there they are. Oh, Jesus, she almost just fell down the stairs. Oh my goodness. Do I want to pass by there anymore, or is somebody gonna get hurt? Do we know what this building is though? Maybe we should go in. I think it's just a shopping center. Let's go find out. Those people are about to fall down the stairs again. As it happens, it's just a line of restaurants that are way out of my budget and I couldn't care for, so we're gonna go back down this purple metallic staircase. Imagine driving up these hills with a manual. Lots of friction on the clutch here. A little bit like people who complain about manuals in San Francisco. Here as well, in these tight streets, depending what you're driving, you might have to ride that clutch a little bit longer than perhaps you would like to. Random observation. We'll cut that. Baskin and Robbins. See, what's good about Baskin and Robbins is that even though right now an ice cream would go incredibly hard, once you see their prices, you just don't want the ice cream anymore. So now I just don't want ice cream anymore. I did until moments ago. Now I just don't want one anymore. I don't have money for that. Who's gonna give me money for that? Not you, not me. Or maybe you. Probably wouldn't spend it there though. I'd feel guilty. Imagine eating a super overpriced ice cream. It just doesn't hit the same. It's like you're eating it, it's just going down crooked. You might even choke on it. Couldn't do it. And an NSX there in the distance. They're just everywhere. What's going on? There's a line for the smoking area, so people queue up so they could have a cigarette. This music will likely copyright flag the video. So restaurants like this have the machine outside where you order on the outdoor machine and then you go in and you hand your ticket over. So this is a ramen restaurant and you get your ticket on this machine outside, then you go inside and sit if there's space, and then you hand your ticket. And that's how you order in a restaurant like this. I think we're at some sort of flea market. 2 buy, 1 free. That's one way to phrase it. The problem with filming anything in these areas is that the music always copyrights and then we can't use any of the footage. But we'll try to walk through with the camera, and then when we put the footage together, we'll see if it works and if it does not get struck down. If it does, well, you just won't see any of this. Honestly, already I could tell you it all looks like a bunch of crap, so we're just gonna cut out the rest of this, and it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna walk through this and get out of here. All right, I just found out this is the Cambodia Festival. That's why there's a bunch of stuff that I guess is Cambodian. As I said, let's just get out of here. Where's the bridge to the park? Let's go to Yoyogi Park. We'll walk in some tranquility. Oh, there's a bird on that guy's hat. All right, now for real, we'll head to the park across the street. We just need to figure out how to get there. That same watermelon smoothie or watermelon beverage here is $7. It was $2 in Singapore, $2 in Thailand. Somewhere else I had it in Taiwan, it was about $2. Here it's $7. And yet it's a Cambodian festival. You would think it would be even cheaper. Big scam, let's get out of here. A lot of people in the park today. Definitely not like last month. However, it is the afternoon. When I came here last month, it was always in the morning. There's a lot of people. And as you can see, no cherry blossoms around because we are out of season. There's nothing left. The amount of people here is insane. I've never seen Harajuku like this, but the entire street all the way down, the sidewalk on both sides is completely packed. Everything in here is a rip. $80 for a t-shirt, $160 for a hoodie. It's all a rip. Crazy. Bunch of people in there, nobody's at the cash. Not surprised. Just a 964 parked outside casually. We have now made it out of Harajuku, and thrifting is dead here too. I mean, obviously it's dead in North America, everything's more expensive. But I'm seeing t-shirts being thrifted for like 8,000 yen, which is $80 Canadian. It's crazy. I mean, it's out of control. Oh, yellow Gallardo just drove by. Where was it? Ah, it passed the light. All right, well that car's gone. But it is, not that I was interested in buying anything. M3 right there, E46, can't really see it, but okay, I need to concentrate. What was I saying? Yes, thrifting is dead here as well. Harajuku's known for all this fashion and all this stuff, and I mean, everything was just insanely expensive. People even show up wearing all their specialty decal shirts and their fancy flared pants from the 70s and all that. Yeah, there's nothing else to really see. I mean, if you're shopping, there's really, it is probably a better price to just buy it new at this point. Like in Canada, same thing. There's no such thing as thrifting anymore. It's over. Just heard another V12 in the distance. We are also fast approaching where we started from this morning. So it could be that there is more happening there. Although at this time, usually it dies out, but it could be there's a resurgence. There's a Lamborghini Urus Performante in this garage right here. What's his plate number? We haven't seen that one. We did see a yellow one, but I believe that was in Osaka. Different number plate. What was I talking about? It's just sports cars everywhere, supercars everywhere here. Anyway, you know what? Let's go back to that street. Let's walk by. Let's see what there is. Who knows? There could be surprises. Wow, you don't see that very often here. C706. If you look very carefully in the distance, there looks to be some sort of muscle car. I can't really make it out. It's too far. And there's the fence in the way. Let's see what it is. It looks like a Mopar of some sort. All right, we're gonna follow it. That's where we're going. I think that was a Cuda, and he had the Hemi decal on it. Was that a Hemi Cuda? I couldn't tell you. But if that's a Hemi Cuda in Japan, looked to be a 7071. My good friend Anthony could probably help me identify that, but that is a very big deal nonetheless. It looks like these guys are back with a BMW in the back and what looks to be a 991 911 GT3. It's very rare to see a DBS Superleggera rather than the standard variant. Very cool. You know, you might be thinking I'm wasting away the day chasing cars and walking around parks and other things, but this is what it is. You know, always on the move. We've already walked nearly 20 kilometers today. This is just what it is. This is part of the experience. Everybody seems to be getting out of that stadium. I assume some sort of event finished. Obviously the Shake Shack is completely full, but this is part of the experience. This is how it is. This is how we spend a day. That Aston could sound nasty if he steps on it. You could hear it. It's like a European muscle car. Similar to the C63s with the 6.2 liter naturally aspirated engines, you could hear that the Aston has that sound too. Nobody seems to give throttle here at the lights, which I guess is also why these meets still happen year after year, week after week. So pros and cons. Cons are you don't really get to hear any of them because none of them give gas. Pros are at least we still get the meets. What's coming? I hear something. All right. Stock exhaust, it is what it is. At least naturally aspirated. Some exceptionally rare cars. For those who don't know, the 993, 911 Turbo S, there was only 345 of these ever made. And the 458 that just passed by, there was 458. Super nice owner. Super nice owner. He just let me sit in his car. I'll post up the photo here. We had a little bit of a chat using Google Translate. He was telling me that today he went to the Tatsumi parking lot, and I was just saying how I wasn't able to go today because you need a car to get there. And he said that there was a few cool cars, and he usually goes there instead of Daikuku because of the cops at Daikuku. They're always clearing out the cars, and that it's too crowded, and that there's just a lot of tour groups, and he says he doesn't like that. So he says here there's a lot of locals, which is true. There is a lot of locals. However, there is some foreigners like me, but the foreigners usually do go to Daikuku. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. But I just got to sit in a 993 Turbo S, one of only 345 in the world. And he's had it for 13 years, he said. Before that, he had a Carrera 2, and before that he had, a 993 Carrera 2, and before that he had a 964 Carrera as well, and then he upgraded to a Turbo S in 2012. Super nice guy though. It's crazy. Everybody here is nice. The world, this is how you bring people together. We're all just a bunch of fiends. We all just want to hear the exhaust. It's just all we want. We're not asking for much. See, this is how you bring people together. It definitely does not get old. We have all the kids running. See, just uniting people of all backgrounds. See, everybody's running. Everybody wants to see. See, no matter where you're from, everybody wants to see the same thing. See, this is how you end wars. Is V12 exhausts. We need to bring this back. Stop it with the electric cars. End all wars, V12 exhausts. Straight pipe, whatever it is. This is how you put your conflicts aside and you come together and unite. Hey, look, an F12. Who cares? Let's hear this one scream. See, once again, we're just uniting people. We're just bringing everybody together. And now some are even chasing for the next light. You see, that's how you bring people together. It's so easy. We've had the solution all along. It was just a matter of using it. Now we're going to hear it in the background shortly when that light turns green, but there's too much traffic at this point. But you can still hear it. See, we have the solution. It's very, very simple. I know what people are doing, like electric cars. Ever since this whole introduction of electric cars, I'm telling you, happiness has drastically gone down. Put the chart of happiness and electric car sales. Put the chart of exhaust restriction and happiness. Chart them both, see where they're going, the directions, and you'll see. Quiet exhausts going up. Happiness and life satisfaction going down. They're perpendicular to each other. I'm not sure that's the right word, but you know what, keep that in. Keep this whole segment in. The whole thing, just keep it in. I don't even know what car this is. It might just be a modified FT86, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. For those who don't know, this is worth over $1 million Canadian dollars, last that I've seen. 458 Speciale Aperta, one of only 458 that exist. I think I've seen this one back in September. I'm not sure if it's them though, but it's a woman driver if it's the one that I'm thinking of. The McLaren and Ferrari drivers don't give any gas. It's really only the Lambo drivers and these guys who give gas. The rest just do not do it. Except for that one McLaren that was popping all over the place. But the other ones just don't do it. This is thus far a monumental day, despite us not actually doing anything, really. I mean, we didn't do anything. It's a monumental day. Let's go grab a seat. For some reason, I have a bunch of emails that I need to address. All right, guys, I'm thinking about it. I think I'm going to try that Shake Shack, depending on the price. Let me go look right now. And if the price is crazy, then forget it. Let's go see. Let's go right now. These Ferraris making no noise. What a disgrace. There's always something here, even when you're just sitting down and eating. There's always something. Honestly, that Shake Shack was quite good. I mean, it was also good the first time, but I was poisoned. Oh, he's back. Back when Ferraris actually made noise, what a glorious time. Now they have those that, I don't know, we're not even going to talk about it. I've said it so many times. Very disappointing. This one is the lesser version of the vitamin drink. This is the Kirin one. Where do I put chain? Oh, right over here. So the other one is Suntory. This is Kirin. Not as good, but it's also 20 yen cheaper. Let's put this in here. What is that? Oh, it's just a parking garage. All right. Bam. Hell yeah. So a milkshake at whatever this place is called, Shake Shack, is about $8. I got a large vanilla McDonald's milkshake that was absolutely fantastic, plastic straw included, for just over $3. So I said, you know what if I just cross this incredibly small street and I just buy this beverage instead? And that's exactly what I did. Huge success. Also, the Shake Shack was about $15. So what you saw, the cheese fries and the smashed onion cheese something burger, it was good. Will I get poisoned? I guess we're gonna find out. If I do get poisoned, I'll make sure to document it. And then I know for a fact it's Shake Shack. But I feel great right now. This day is spectacular. Therefore, that could probably be the only thing that could ruin it. That's the only factor. Everything else seems to be okay. Anyways, let's just cut the clip. Wait a second. I just noticed that's a different 458 Speciale because that... Oh, nice. 911. Yeah, so that one is a different one because that is a coupe. So that one is a 458 Speciale coupe. And the other one was the Spider. So it's two of them that are both yellow. The chances of seeing even just one is extremely slim, let alone two. One coupe, one convertible in the same color is... Oh, nice. 997 GT3. Hell yeah. Nice 997 GT3 RS with the manual stick shift. My favorite, most recent generation is the 997 GT3 RS because they, from what I understand, with the 3.8 naturally aspirated engine, they all came with the manual, while the new ones, so 991, 992, are nearly all automatic, and we don't like that. We don't like that one bit. So that one is a 3.8 liter. Then there's the exceptionally rare 4 liter that has the 125 horsepower per liter of displacement. But this is the 3.8, nonetheless, still very high quality automobile. Also very rare as well. You almost never see those ones. That's how train stations look when they're not super packed. This is Ikebukuro Station, I believe it's pronounced. One of the many tracks at this station. Am I at the right station? Okay, I'm in the right place. I've just walked out of Akihabara Electric Town exit at the train station, and we're going to walk around Akihabara, and hopefully things are still open. I got here a little bit later than anticipated, but 9 o'clock should be okay. They just opened up a McDonald's here. Don't tell me. This is definitely a new location. I don't remember this one. They just want me to get that milkshake. All right, if you say so. Oh no, wait, then I can't go in the arcades if I get the milkshake, so no, we won't get the milkshake. Not yet, not yet. Anyway, we'll get it soon. Wow, it's a lot quieter than I had anticipated. I mean, it's busier in Koreatown where I'm staying. There's almost nobody here. It's 9 o'clock. What's going on? I keep walking around, but it does seem a little bit quiet. This is something you almost never see here. Where is everyone? There's nobody here. I'm just walking through. This should be super crowded. There's no one around. And places are closing up at this time. Is 9 o'clock really too late for here? What's going on? Maybe we're going to go to another section, but I'm not sure what's going on. Everything's closing. I just checked the time and it's actually 8:27. And this is what it looks like, but everything seems to be dead. Is it just a bad day? What is going on? I mean, I haven't been back here since September, but what happened since? There's nobody anywhere. Look, the whole place, even all the areas, everything, there's just no one around. Well, I mean, comparatively, there's nobody around compared to how it should be. I've never seen this few people here. Even in the afternoon, there's more people than this. Maybe it's the bit of rain that scared everybody away, or I just can't explain it. $120 for silver and gold. $45 for GoldenEye, no box. Do we know if they work? We do not. Why would you put comics for kids and adult comics on the same floor? How strange. Honestly, 120 is not even that bad for gold and silver, still new, never opened in the pack from 20 years ago. The only thing is that battery on the inside is probably still burned, so you're still gonna have to swap that out. But it's not that bad. 55 used is a bit rough because you still have to swap out that battery unless they do it for you, and they don't guarantee it works. And they had some cards, but they were all Japanese cards, so I don't really know values or what. I mean, I don't know anything about those cards, to be quite fair. I'm not gonna pretend like I know, I don't. I'm not even certain what to look for. Just saw a Baskin and Robbins. I no longer want to have an ice cream. It's just that simple. That's just how it works every single time. You think about the $11 ice cream, you just suddenly don't want any anymore. Nope, none for me. Since we're here, I'll take the opportunity to show you guys the UDX Akihabara building. And this is where, you know, when you hear those famed underground street meets and all that, like the underground parking meets, it happens at this building. So we're gonna go there now. Sorry, just going down a set of stairs here. I need to pay attention. So we'll head there now to the building and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Very ordinary building. Meets very, very rarely happen. There's crackdowns all the time. But the cars parked in that garage are crazy. By the way, this milkshake is insane. This is crazy. This is what's crazy, is this milkshake. It's the plastic straw. Every time you must acknowledge it. We can't ignore the facts, the reality of the situation. And this is the building. And you see there's cars over here that are maybe going to park their cars in the building. But in this in-ground garage, wait, is he going there? Yes, he is. He's turning, I think. Is he going to turn left? Yes, he is. He's getting ready. Or he's picking people up or something. He might have just came out of this garage. But in this garage, there is a lot of sports cars. There's Lambos, there's everything, JDM, all sorts of cars, sport bikes. It's all in this garage down under. Not sure how it works out to be that way, but it just is. And even when they start off the tour, so there's a Tully's Coffee. Sorry, this milkshake is rushing my brain. There's a Tully's Coffee on the other side of this building, and when you meet up to go to those Daikuku JDM driving meets, you always meet at that coffee place because here is where they keep all the cars. So here is where the owner or owners keep all the JDM cars. Sometimes you could just stand here and see what comes in and out. It's right over here. Oh no, sorry, this is the entrance and the exit is right next to it. But I believe there's 3 or 4 entrances and exits, so you're never really sure. But this is what it is. And there you go, you see he's going there to park the car. That's just where they go every time. What's coming out of here? It's a Mazda Miata. Nice and clean. See, that's what I mean. It's all sports cars. It's sports cars, and here's a bike. I was just about to say, and sports bikes. That's just what it is. I think he wanted me to go there, but I sort of signaled him to keep moving. But the entire garage is just filled with that. Let's go to the other side of the building. Here is the Tully's Coffee. So you would wait here, and then the cars will pull up here at around like 7 to 8 o'clock, depends when the tour starts. And then you would leave from here to go to that car store. Then you go over Rainbow Bridge to Daikuku. Then Daikuku, you hang around there until you finally make your way back to Tokyo Tower in Minato. Take a few photos, and then you get driven back. That's it, that's the tour. It's like 3 times I mention it, but that's really how it goes. At this point, they should be giving me a cut. Any other cars in the area? No, probably not. I don't know what's going on. It is dead. This is dead. Usually this plaza is packed. Usually it's people all over the place. You're squeezing through people even on this wide path. I'm not quite certain what's going on right now. Maybe it's just a bad day that I caught. We could try tomorrow late afternoon, maybe? Tomorrow late afternoon to see. We'll come earlier. We could do that. That's what we'll do. More JDM cars going in park for the evening, probably heading home early because it's a Sunday and they might work tomorrow. That's where they're all doing. They're all turning left and they are all heading to the parking lot inside this building. On that note, maybe we'll call it a night as well because it doesn't look like anything's happening. I'm gonna get out of here and we're going to head back to the accommodation and see what's up, but it seems very, very quiet here. So maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll call it for now.